Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. The Board of County Road Commissioners of the County of Kalamazoo for our July 15th, 3 p.m. meeting. The first order of business is the public comment guidelines. Ms. Ryder.
This meeting is being provided under Act 267 of the Public Acts of 1976 as amended, or commonly referred to as the Open Meetings Act. During public comment, participants will have the opportunity to address the board at the beginning of the meeting and at the end of the meeting for non-agenda items. Public comments should be provided at the podium in order to ensure proper audio. Public comments, statements, or questions shall be limited to not more than 3 minutes for each person addressing the board. To provide public comment by Zoom, use the raise hand feature in the Zoom application. The host will ask you to unmute. For telephone audio, use *9. Use *6 to toggle back and forth between mute and unmute. As you participate in the meeting, your microphone will be placed on mute. The chat feature shall only be used to address any technical issues for public participation.
Thank you. If you could rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. The goal of the Board of County Road Commissioners of the County of Kalamazoo is using our expertise, energy, and funds to provide the safest and most convenient road system possible and to contribute to the economic development and high quality of life throughout the county. Our goal is to maintain a county road system that is safe and convenient for public travel and to manage the roadside environment with a view towards preservation. All right, first item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. A motion would be in order. Motion. I have a motion by Commissioner Dickinson with support to approve the agenda as presented. Is there any questions here in the audience, in the building, or online, or amongst commissioners? Questions, comments? If not, all in favor of approving the agenda as presented, say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. Motion carries. Next is the approval of the minutes of the July 1st regular board meeting and the July 7th special joint meeting with Kalamazoo Township. A motion would be in order.
Motion to approve.
Is there support? We have a motion by Commissioner Davis with support to approve the minutes of the July 1st regular board meeting and the July 7th special meeting with joint meeting with Kalamazoo Township. Is there any corrections, additions, or deletions amongst the audience here in the building? Or online, or amongst commissioners? Hearing none, all in favor of approving the minutes from July 1st and July 7th, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries. The minutes are approved. Next is the approval of the payroll and vendor accounts. A motion would be in order.
So moved, Thompson.
Support.
We have a motion by Commissioner Thompson with support to approve the payroll and vendor accounts as presented. Is there any questions amongst the audience here in the building, or online, or amongst commissioners? Questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor of approving the payroll and vendor accounts as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries. Next is the request approval of the motion by Commissioner Dickinson with support to approve the expense reports of Commissioners Pulowski and Stayhauer. Is there any discussion amongst the audience here in the building, or online, or amongst commissioners? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries. Those expense reports are approved. This comes to our first opportunity of our meeting today for public comment on non-agenda items. It's an opportunity to talk to the Road Commission about items that are not on the agenda. Anybody here in the audience in the building like to speak? If not, anybody online?
We do have Joanna McFarland O'Rourke raising her hand.
Okay, yes, Supervisor O'Rourke, please welcome. We'll get you unmuted here. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, there you go.
I don't know if you can see the video or not. I just wanted to stop by your meeting to say, to just, oh, sorry, phone is, my phone picked up the Zoom, so sorry.
That's fine.
Uh, to talk a little bit about speed limits and our concern in the township about speed limits. So I know this is not a road commission issue per se, and your staff, Travis, Ryan, and Mark, have been great partners in working with us to help us understand the challenges, and especially me as a new supervisor. I feel the township is in a no-win situation regarding speed limits, particularly on the roads coming into the township and Texas Drive and Q Avenue, where part of the road is 45 miles an hour, another part is 55. Residents are very concerned about the 55 mile per hour pieces of those roads. On Texas Drive, we now have Woolham's. In addition to El Sabo and the Texas Drive Park, we have people crossing Texas Drive to cross between the parks. We have an increasing business district, and on Q, we have the farmers market and more and more businesses coming in. And also on Texas Drive, more street-facing homes, so not just people going into a subdivision and then into driveways, but more and more driveways on Texas Drive. So I know there are traffic calming techniques that we've talked to specifically to Ryan about that, and I understand the cost now of roundabouts. That's going to be a minute before we can reasonably begin to think about that because of the cost. But in the meantime, we're just looking for, I guess, increasing partnership or ideas or brainstorming about what we can do about these challenges. And I'll leave it at that.
Thank you, Supervisor. And yes, we'll continue to work with our staff and encourage you to do the same. And let me tell you, speed limits have always been a very catch-22 situation, so we need to be very careful with them. The only thing I'll just add on is that the drivers themselves are the ones that set that speed limit, and so yes, anything we can do to slow them down, we're happy to try. So thank you.
Yeah.
Any other public comments on non-agenda items? Commissioner Gisler. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. I'll be brief, hopefully. One thing to report from the county, you may have already heard about it. We put out a press release, but you may not have had a chance to read it. Concerns a $14.1 million grant from the Federal Aviation Administration for improvements in our airport. The big amount of the money will go toward extending the north-south, essentially the north-south runway, by another 400 or 500 feet. I guess 450 feet. I'm reading the press release right here in front of me. I should have committed that to memory. Anyway, and it's going to improve safety and hopefully on-time departures, and arrivals. And it's been something that's been kind of planned for some time, but now the money's actually been put forward by the FAA. So it's going to start sometime in the spring of next year and hopefully be finished in the fall of next year during the improvement season, so to speak. The second item is a personal thing for my group, the Kalamazoo Citizens for Responsible Government. On August 11, a Monday, second Monday, we at 8:30 in the morning will have Jane Ghosh present to us everything that we need to know about the new youth sports facility going in north of West Main and just east, right on the east side of 131. It's something that's looks like it's going to take on a life of its own. All kinds of people are standing in line to support it, and she will be able to give us the chapter and verse accordingly. She is the CEO of Discover Kalamazoo, and they were the driving force behind pulling all this together. So anybody's welcome to join us 8:30 on Monday morning, August 11th at Mark's Diner. used to be Michelle's on Romance Road in Portage. So, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Gissler. Commissioner
I'm
Dickinson.
sorry, Commissioner Gissler, you said it was at, I didn't hear you said at Mark's Diner, or what was the?
Yeah, well, it used to be called Michelle's, and Mark helped run it anyway. Now he actually owns the place and changed the name from Michelle's to Mark's Diner, and that's what all the signage says. And
Okay,
so
thank you.
if you're looking for Michelle's, you're not going to find it anymore.
Thank you, Commissioner Gissler. Any other comments from online? All right, hearing none. All right, that'll take us into, let me see where I'm at here. New business, here we go. Into new business. Item A, request approval of the power broom attachment purchase. Managing Director.
All right. So power brooms are a very vital part of our operations here at the Road Commission. We use them primarily with our chip seal and fog seal operations, but we also use them for sweeping intersections and approaches, cleaning up accident debris, material spills. So they're very useful throughout our operations throughout all the seasons. We currently have 3 broom tractors. We also have a broom that we can mount on skid steer loaders in our tool cat, making those pieces of equipment very versatile also. But primarily the tractors have been our main course of sweeping with our operations. So with the 3 units that we have, we're looking to replace the oldest unit, which is a 2009 John Deere tractor with an 8-foot rotary broom attachment on it, and it has approximately 8,500 engine hours on it. So we do get a lot of use out of these pieces of equipment. In our budget, under our capital section of our budget, is the purchase of a new broom tractor for $150,000.
Bless you.
Bless you. We have started that portion of the purchase with purchasing the actual tractor itself. Historically, we have bought the tractor new and then also bought the broom attachment with it from our vendors. This time we went a little different direction. We bought a used tractor, slightly used, really looking to get into what we call a CVT, a constant velocity transmission. It's just more user-friendly for the operators. It kind of acts like a hydrostat. So if you push the lever forward, it goes forward. Push the lever backward, it goes backwards. It's pretty simple versus using the clutch and a variety of gears. But to get into that type of tractor, they're at a much higher pay scale than what we would with the conventional tractors that we've been using. So we went and looked used, located a unit that, again, had very few hours on it, made a negotiated purchase within our purchasing guidelines. So we have that piece of it procured. The next step is to buy the broom. So we are recommending the board purchase a new broom unit. If you had a chance to check out the memo, we have a couple of tractors with 8-foot brooms. We have our dual broom, our innovation from a few years ago, that has 2 9-foot brooms, so it can sweep 18 feet. The broom we're recommending to purchase is a 10-foot broom, so larger than what we've been using, but would not be that dual broom option. So with the purchase of the tractor was $116,000. We're recommending the purchase of the broom attachment for it, which is $20,395. There's also some additional costs to attach the broom to the tractor with a 3-point hitch attachment and the labor to do so. With all that, we are under budget slightly. Our original thought was we were going to be just over $1,100 under budget. We've since done some further research and found that 3-point hitch attachment for about half the price. So potentially we could be approximately $5,000 to $6,000 under budget with the purchase. So with that, we recommend the board approve the purchase of the MB model TKH rotary power broom attachment from AIS Construction Equipment, utilizing the MyDeal Cooperative Purchasing Program for a total of $20,395.
Thank you, Managing Director. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Is there support?
Support.
We have a motion by Commissioner Dickinson with support to approve the power broom attachment purchase. Is there any discussion amongst the audience here in the building? Or online? Or commissioner comments, questions? Commissioner Davis?
I'm just curious as to the life expectancy of the broom unit itself. How much time do you usually get out of that?
Well, it's interesting because before we started using the agricultural type tractors with a power broom, the broom was permanently attached to some sort of a piece of power equipment, right? Typically we get about 2,500 engine hours out of the entire unit. We switched to, this is our first tractor, the one we're replacing now, we bought in 2009. And again, that has 8,500 hours on it. That broom actually has 8,500 hours also. So it seemed to last the life of the tractor.
Well, I'm surprised. I mean, that's the actual thing. It's the wheel to the road. It's getting a lot of.
It is. It takes a lot of
wear to
abuse.
it.
So, I mean, there's been some significant maintenance done to it over the years. We've had some repairs to cylinders, but yeah, it's the original unit.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor of approving the power broom attachment purchase, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries. Very good. All right, this takes us to our second time for public comment on non-agenda items. Is there anybody in the audience here who would like to speak on non-agenda items? Or online? Commissioner Gisler? Yep, Commissioner Gisler. We can get you unmuted here.
Okay, yeah, nothing is worse than an elected representative with a microphone in front of him. I want to take advantage of this opportunity, though, to say thank you to Travis. I sent him a note about, it wasn't even in my district, but a person called me and had some issues with recent work on their road. And I said, well, look, you're not my turf, but I'll be happy to get involved. And I think maybe he was addressing me because I was a liaison to the road commission for, good time here now. Anyway, Travis was back to me with meaningful information almost instantly. When I first saw it up there on my inbox, I thought, well, that can't be right. And no, it was right. He was just, maybe I caught him at a good time, but makes me look like I'm a hero to people when I can get back to them with a good response or a response, even if they don't particularly like it, so quickly. So thank you, Travis.
You're welcome.
Your comments are always welcome, Commissioner Gisler. Thank you. Anytime. Any other public comments from non-agenda items? All right. Hearing none, that'll get us into Managing Director's time. Managing Director.
All right, a few items this afternoon. First of all, a reminder, we have our Township Supervisor meeting tomorrow here at the Road Commission at 10 a.m. It's long since we've been waiting for a response on our Eagle grant, our scrap tire market development grant. We did hear word here within the last week. We did receive some funding for that. Excuse me, we applied for $613,000 and we received $383,000. So about $230,000 shy of what we requested, but actually we were only one of 2 road commissions that did receive any funding for our rubber modified chip seal. So with that, we also had a tour with Eagle last week. We had the director with us from Eagle. Got to share some of our projects and innovations we're doing, hopefully to spark some more interest and maybe some more grant dollars for us and others in the future. And also NTEC was with us, which is the company that's really been promoting the rubber chip seal that we've been working with recently to apply our rubber chip seal. We did get word from NTEC that they would not be able to do any rubber modified chip seal this year. We have since had further conversations. We have a meeting scheduled tomorrow to see if we can't put our heads together and figure out a way to still get it done. No guarantees, but at the end of the day, the grant dollars won't go away. They can carry forward into next year. Then we'll work with NTEC to get that work scheduled. Couple other items. We have our RCKC chats coming up on July 23rd. That's from 12:15 to 12:45. We're going to talk traffic services with our very own Jim Hookstra, so our Assistant County Engineer. Appreciate that, Jim. And then the last item, just a shout out to the public. We are recruiting for road maintenance operator currently, also a mechanic. And we have recently also advertised for an operations director. So 3 positions that are currently active we're recruiting for. That's all I have unless there's questions for me.
All right, questions or for the managing director, commissioners? Commissioner
Managing
Davis?
Director, so I was looking through the financial reports, and I'm sort of still seeing items from the May storm emergency. And when do you think we're going to start to be able to tidy that up and come up with a final number for what that event ended up costing us?
Commissioner Davis, I think we're months out yet.
Okay.
We've been trying to dabble at cleaning up that between all of our construction activities. But I know there's still quite a list of service requests that'll probably go into the late fall before we'll be able to wrap that up.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for the managing director, commissioners? All right, hearing none, that'll take us into commissioners' time. And Commissioner Davis, you're up first.
Thank you. Had a interesting time with our the township meeting. Got to attend that. I had the pleasure of knowing some of the folks there. That was good to see some old friends and have feedback about some of our programs, particularly chip seal on some of the more urban roads, and some discussion about the ways to address the need for additional attention to the multifaceted use of the roads. With the way we're addressing them, we're looking at them primarily as maintenance issues with, looking at traffic, where some of the comments were coming back from the residents in the area was that, it's great for driving on, but I can't quite walk on it as much, or I can't use my skateboard, or I'm afraid the kids are going to fall down and abrade themselves. So I took an opportunity to go to Lauderdale Street and have a look at that and get a perspective on on what they were saying. And it didn't, I didn't see anything really egregious, but I did see that it could be of concern to a parent that the chip seal is a little more aggressive surface than just pavement. So, but I was happy to see everyone there and participate in that meeting.
Very good. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Thompson.
The only thing I have been obviously gone the last couple of weeks, so I missed the board meeting, but I also want to make an apology to the Board of Public Works because I totally missed that meeting at the end of last month. And nobody to blame but me, so I want to apologize to this board and that board for missing that one. Other than that, I have nothing else.
Thank you, Commissioner Thompson. Commissioner Dickinson.
Yes, I will say that the Kalamazoo Township Joint Meeting was great. Shout out to Mark and our team. You did an amazing job. I think that the questions and concerns were very valid, but you handled those in a great professional manner, better than I would have done. But it was a great meeting, and I'm glad that I was able to attend and observe on both sides what was going on. So thanks to our team. Travis, as always, you have your staff's back, and we appreciate it.
Anything else? Is that it?
Oh, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Dickinson. Yes, I'll just echo those comments. I thought the joint meeting with Kalamazoo Township went very well. Very good. Mark did a great job. I think we settled a lot of their issues. I think we can move forward positively. So I think look forward to their partnership in the future. So I also got to attend a few township meetings. I got to attend the Brady Township meeting as well as Prairie Round and Schoolcraft. I look forward to attending the Township Supervisors meeting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. an issue that came up at the Brady Township meeting and the Schoolcraft Township meeting is something the township supervisors have been kicking around, which is county-wide trash pickup. I was asked at the Schoolcraft Township meeting if we had a position on that. I said we did not. I said I was involved with just literally a week earlier about the Brady Township meeting and what was discussed there. And I happened to be privy to a City of Portage conversation about citywide trash pickup in the City of Portage and what they had done as far as they had actually solicited all the City of Portage employees in City Hall who live in the City of Portage to have them bring their trash bills in to see what the rhyme and reason of how much everyone was paying was. So it was quite an investigation. I know the city manager in Portage is involved with it right now. I don't think there's anything we need to discuss or make a position known the road commission at this time, but I think it's something we can probably put on the back burner since the townships are asking us about this. So Kalamazoo Township, as my understanding, is the only township that has that right now. But it looks like a lot of other townships in the county might be looking at it as well. One of the concerns was what happens to the trash companies that don't get a contract to do the residential service, and that was quickly pointed out. It's only residential. It doesn't affect commercial service, so the marketplace would still be available for all the three big trash companies in our area to continue to service the commercial sector outside of residential. So it's a very interesting conversation, something that we can think about as we move forward. I see Supervisor O'Rourke left. I just wanted to bring up speed limits again. Obviously, we had Nichols Road a few years ago, which was a big thing. I would just be very cautious about doing any kind of speed study without diligently working with our staff first and making sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, because the Nichols Road one definitely is something that has definitely been the number one issue that I have gotten as a road commissioner as from the residents. So we want to be very careful with speed limits, and unfortunately we don't set them. The drivers of the roads do, so we got to be careful what happens with that. So, and like Nichols Road, it was not even a speed study on Nichols Road, it was on 14th Street, and somehow it got dragged down to Nichols, and so it was, be very careful is what I would say, and I know our staff is well aware of that as well. So just a couple July anniversaries I want to point out. Some people with double digits: John Fitzsimmons of 24 years and Debbie Hill with 37 years. Congratulations to both of you guys. Well-deserved anniversary. If there's no other business, a motion to adjourn would be in order.
So moved.
Support?
We have a motion and a support to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.